Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. My name is Naveen, and today we'll be looking at 1000 most expected CAT 2024 questions, and this is for Quant. We'll be doing part 2 of the series. If you wish to look at part 1, you can go into the playlist under the same name of our channel. So today we'll be looking at questions based on arithmetic, that is percentages, ratios, proportion, that includes time and work, time, speed and distance, averages, weighted averages, also averages based on deviations, profit, loss and discount, right? So let's begin with our first question for the day. The monthly incomes of Amit and Bharat are in the ratio 5:4. Their monthly expenses are in the ratio of 19:21, and their monthly savings are in the ratio 37:18. If the total annual savings of Amit and Bharat is 1,32,000, then Amit's monthly income is going to be what? So it is given that if we talk about the incomes and then if we talk about the expenses and if we talk about the savings for Amit and Bharat. So about the incomes are 5x and 4x, and if we talk about the expenses, these are 19y and 21y, and if we talk about their savings, it's 37 and 18 or 37z and 18z, but I'm not going to do that. We know that income minus expenses is equal to savings, incomes minus expenses is equal to savings, and if you take the ratio, that z component will cancel out and not x and y. The other part that it is given to us is if the total annual savings is this much, as in if we add both of them, that will give us 9x minus 40y, and this is given as 1,32,000, which is actually nothing but 30, 40, 55 z. So 55z is also equal to 1,32,000. So it's going to be easier if you don't cross multiply and solve them, but rather we find out the value of z and then we will have two equations under the same thing, right? So what we can do is we can get rid of 11 first of all. So this will result in 12. 12,000 divided by 5 will give us 2,400. So z turns out to be 2,400. If you put the value of z as 2,400 in both the equations, we will get two equations. And we need to find out monthly income of Amit. In other words, we need to find out the value of 5x, which in turn means we need to find the value of x, which means we need to get rid of y here. Excuse me. So in order to get rid of y, what we will do is we'll multiply the first equation by 21 and the second equation by 19 and subtract. So when we do that, we will get 5 into 21, which is 105x, and 19 into 4, which is 3876x. These two will cancel out. This is going to be, let's take out 2,400 common. We will have 37 into 21, and this is going to give us 2,400, 18 into 19. So if you solve this, we will have 24 plus 5, 29x is equal to 2,400 into 37 into 21, which is going to give us 777. Yeah, 777. And then 18 into 19, this is going to be 342. So this gives us 435. 435, 324 plus 18 is 342. Okay, so 29 is what we need. So we'll 435 is going to be divisible by 29. So this is calculative, right? So we will have this as 290 plus 145, which is 435. So this will go 15 times. So we'll get x is equal to this much. So 5x is going to be 2400 into 15 into 5. Now what we will have is 24 can be written as 12 into, or let's say 6 into 2 into 2. Right? We can write this as 6 into 2 into 2 and 15 as 3 into 5. So what will happen is each 5 will pair with 1, 2 and result in 4 zeros. And we will have 6 into 3, 18. See, 18 is what we are getting? Or is there a miss here? Okay, let's verify it once because this was calculated. So we got 37 into 21, which will result in 777, of course. 18 into 19 will result in 342. That is also correct. 435 is the difference. So we will be getting 29x as 2400 into 15. And this results in another 5. And what about this? 1,32,000. Is it 1,32,000? Let's check this. Okay, so what is missing is there is an extra 0 that we are supposed to have. You can't have 1,32,000 as these lakhs in savings में है और ये आपका कम है, right? ये तो नहीं होना चाहिए. Is there any place else where we can make the mistake? नहीं. 1,80,000. ठीक है. So a 0 is missing, of course. Here. Okay, next question. A bicycle dealer sold a cycle at 25% discount on market price and still managed to earn 20% profit. So after even giving a discount of 25%, if you still want to earn a 20%, this is going to happen with the numbers 100 and 150. And this is something that you should practice a lot. So if the cost price is 100 rupees and if the mark price is 150 rupees, so when you give a 25% discount, 25% or 1/4 of no. If you take 1/4 of 150, it won't end in that. It should be 160. So if I take 1/4 of 160, that is 25% discount, I will end up at 120, and this is still 20% profit. So the first statement completely makes sense if I take cost price as 100 and mark price as 160. Now, if we had purchased this cycle at 25% less cost, as in if the new cost price is 75, and sold on 10% discount on MRP, that instead of 160, if we had sold it for 144, then so 144 यहाँ लिखना चाहिए मुझे, and 160 तो MRP है ही. So what is the profit percentage? Well, 75 का double 150 होता है. So this is less than 100% and very close to that. So A and B will not make sense. What we need to do is simply check, is it 90% or is it more than that? That will help us eliminate or select the remaining two options. So if I calculate 90% of 75, which is 75 into 90 or 0.9, This is going to give us 9 into 7, 63 rupees, plus 9 into 5, 45. Let's say that is 5 rupees. 63 plus 5 is 68. So if I take 90% से थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा, it will be 68, which will end up at not 144. So 90% is not the answer, 92% is the answer. ठीक है? Okay, the next one. A diluted fruit juice of 15 liters consists of 40% fruit pulp in it and the rest is water. How many liters of water must be added to the container such that the concentration of fruit pulp reduces to 25%? So if we talk about fruit pulp, we can say that पहले इतना था and now the amount of fruit pulp will be 25% of 15 plus x liters that we are adding. So the new the base has changed. The base initially was 15 liters. Now we will have 15 plus x liters. So in order to solve this, what we can do is we can get rid of 1 5 and make this as an 8, get rid of another 5 and let's make this as 3. So we will have 24 is equal to 15 plus x and we will get the value of x is equal to 9. Given that we have not made any calculation mistake here, have we? 24 and 25 24. ठीक है, there is no calculation mistake. So the answer is supposed to be 9. So 9 liters of water should be added further. Because when we add further, the pulp is not included in it. Water doesn't contain pulp, right? So 9 is the answer. Next, time and work question. A and B together can complete a work in 19 days. B alone takes 50% more days to complete the work alone than the time taken by A and B together. Find the number of days taken by A to complete 80% of the whole work alone. So 80% जो होगा वो D नहीं हो सकता. It can be one of A, B, C. Why is that so? क्योंकि when you calculate 80% of a number, it's going to be 0.8 times something. So your answer should be in the table of 8. 225 is not in the table of 8. पर ऐसे देखते हैं. A and B alone can complete some work in 90 days. While B alone takes 50% more days, that is 1.5 times of 90, than the time taken by A and B together. So 90 goes away. So we will have A is equal to 0.5 B, or we can say that A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2. This particular pair of values of A and B will make sense. You can choose any pair of values as long as it satisfies this. If this is known, then we can say that the work is A is 1, B is 2 into 90. So this is going to be 3 into 90, 270. Now question asked is, this 270 units of work A is supposed to complete, but only 80% of it in how many days? So if you solve this, we'll get D is equal to 0.8 into 270 upon 1, 1 being its efficiency. So that one is not our concern. So 27 into 8 will give us 216. So option A is the answer. Okay, the next one. Right, good Radha Vinod. If 90% accuracy exists, then definitely you will get a call. What you are saying, if it is correct, to bilkul. That is good number of attempts. 49 is good. Okay, next. Ram and Raj have some pen divided between themselves. Ram says to Raj, if I give you 25% of the pen I have, I will still have 2 more pen than you. To this, Raj says, if you give me pen equal to 70% of what I have now, I will have 4 more pens than you. What is the total number of pens that they have? So if we take Ram and Raj and we say that Ram has M number of pens and Raj has, let's say, J number of pens, then in the first scenario, Ram says if I give you 25% of the pen that he has, so he will be left with 0.75 M and Raj will have J plus 0.25 M. And he says that I will still have 2 more pens than you have. This is the first equation. The second equation that we will have is when Raj says if you give me pen equal to 70% of what I have now, so Raj number of pens will increase by 70%, so it becomes 1.7 J, and the number of pens with Ram will decrease by 0.7 J because that's the amount he gave to Raj. He says I will have 4 more pens than you, so he has 4 more pens, so we can subtract 4 here or we can add 4 here. Completely our choice. So we need to find out the value of M plus J. This is what is asked. So we need to find out the value of M and J from here. So if we take the first one, we will get 0.5 M is equal to J plus 2, or we can rewrite this as M is equal to 2J plus 4. This is the first equation. Second one, if I take 0.7 to the other side, I will have 4 plus M is equal to 2.4 J. और एक काम करते हैं, M is equal to 2.4 J minus 4 लिख देते हैं. Now, if we try to solve this by equating M, I will get 2J plus 4 is given as 2.4J minus 4. Why I have done this is ताकि आपको दिख सके कि क्या लिख आएगा. We could have skipped this particular step. We will get 0.4J is equal to 8, or we will get J is equal to 20. If J is equal to 20, we can put it anywhere and get the value of M. If you find the value of M from here, we will have 2 into 20, 40 plus 4, 44. So the total number of pens they have with them is going to be 64, right? Let's see if we have made any mistake here. 2J plus 4. .4 J is equal to 8, J is equal to 20. Okay, hold on. And I don't see any calculation mistake and everything checks out. If I put M is equal to 44 and J is equal to 20, both the equations will make sense. So it should be 64. Okay, next one. When a student weighing 45 kgs left a class, the average weight of the remaining 59 students increased by 200 grams. What is the average weight of the remaining 59 students? Straightforward question. So if we have these 59 students here, and then when we have this one student here, this one student weight is 45 kgs, and the weight of these 59 students would have been, let's say, x kgs for each one of them. So when this guy leaves, it reduces by 200 gram. If I do the vice versa, if I bring him back, we can say that the weight of each one of them will increase by 200 gram. As in, हर किसी का weight 200 grams से ज़्यादा होगा, including the guy himself. So that 200 gram is for 60 students, right? So this will result in 60 into 200, that is going to give us 12,000 grams, or we can say 12 kgs. So can we say that extra 12 kgs is being brought in? 45 kgs say. So these guys should have 45 plus 12, that is 57 kg ka weight. I can use allegation, I can use weighted average, I can use normal sum equate karne wala equation. In all the cases, we'll be using variables and equation. This is the only logical way by which we can solve questions without using equations. Average ko assume kar lo, everybody gets that value. Next question. If the difference between compound interest and simple interest on a sum of rupees P after 2 years at the rate of 20% per annum is rupees 224, we need to find P. So we have got simple interest and compound interest. थोड़ा सा नीचे लिखता हूँ, simple interest and compound interest. And if you're talking about 2 years only, so what happens in the first year is simple interest and compound interest, they both are A. In the second year, you have got A plus B. Now, how is A and B they are related? How are these two related? By R percentage. How is A related to principal? This is also by R percentage. This is the general structure when principal and rate of interest is same for both SI and CI. This is exactly what happens. Now, the question says that the difference between the interests at 20%. So this is given to us as 20% already, thankfully. And the difference is 224. That means this B is 224, not A plus B. क्योंकि अगर आप difference देखोगे, in other words, what extra is written on the right hand side? 1B is written extra. That will be the difference if you subtract, if you take out the common things. So B is 224. So B is R percentage of A, so we can say that 224 is 20% of A. So this will give us the value of A, which is going to be 224 ka 5 times. 224 ka 10 times is 2240, so 5 times is going to be 1120. Now the moment I get A as 1120, I know that this 1120 is now 20% of this principal value. So principal value is going to be 1120 into 5, because 20% is 1 by 5. So वो 5 उधर जाएगा left hand side and it will get multiplied. So 1120 का 5 times is 11,200 ka half, which is going to be 5,500 plus 100, 5,600. Or 1000 into 5 is 5,000, 120 into 5 is 600. So 5,600 becomes our answer. I hope this was understood, and we have solved questions like these, using this approach of SICI previously also. Last session में भी हमने करा था. अभी depending upon which college you are comparing with. मैं बोलूँ मेरी सैलरी 10,000 रुपये है दिन की. Is it good enough? तो compare किससे कर रहे हैं? Am I comparing it with someone who is just a pass out, or let's say somebody who is staying in a 1 BHK apartment somewhere, or am I comparing it with CEO of a company? So whenever somebody says कि sir is this college good, तो वो good भी है, actually वो best भी है और वो worst भी है. So comparison चाहिए हमें. So compare to what? So if you're talking about supply chain management related and operations, it's not good. ठीक है, वो खराब है, उससे खराब colleges भी हैं, उससे बहुत अच्छे colleges भी हैं. ठीक है, but what all options you have? From those options, it may be the best option, or from all the options, it may be the worst option. So you're comparing that college with which colleges. That is important. UPES overall, Dehradun is not a bad college. Okay. A train moving at uniform speed covers a lamppost in 5 seconds and a platform of length 100 meters in 7 seconds. So a TSD question. Find the time it will take to cross another train of the same length coming from the opposite side on a parallel rail track running at double the speed. So the first thing that is given to us is 5 seconds में train can cover its own length at its own speed, where L is the length of the train, S is the speed of the train. Second is, in 7 seconds, the train is able to cover its own length plus 100 meters of the platform at its own speed. The third thing that is asked is, how much time will this train and the other train will take? They are of the same length, so L plus S, L, and coming from the opposite side, so they are running in the opposite direction, so their speeds will add, right? So this will become 2L plus 2S, or in other words, it will become L plus S. No, sorry, this is L plus 2S. So this will become 2L plus 3S. 2L by 3S, sorry. So this becomes important कि आप जो है आप सारे चीजें जो given है वो डाल दो और जो पूछा गया वो भी लिख दो. ऐसे नहीं कि whatever is given you try start solving. If you look at this, we do not really need to solve anything. L by S is already given to us, right? So we need to put it over there. So we'll get 5 is equal to, sorry, not 5. T is equal to 2/3 of L by S, which is 5. So this becomes 10 by 3 or 3.33. So 3.33 seconds. As in, this part was not required. इसकी कोई ज़रूरत नहीं थी. Redundant. Repeated data है जिसका कोई requirement नहीं है. Some students will try to solve the value of L and S and फिर उधर put करेंगे. क्या ज़रूरत है? Next question. On a boat, one boat took a total of 12 hours to go upstream and come back. If the total distance covered is 120 kilometers and the speed of the stream is 2/3 the speed of the boat in still water, then find the time taken in hours for the boat to cover 120 kilometers upstream. So there is a boat, there is a river, and this is the stream side, stream direction. So what happens is a boat covers 120 kilometers total distance and it goes certain distance and comes back. ठीक है? कितना distance जाएगा और वापस आ रहा है? If the total distance is 120 kilometers, तो अपन बोल सकते हैं 60 है. So the boat goes 60 kilometers upstream and 60 kilometers downstream. So 60 kilometers upstream, it's going to be speed minus boat, and 60 kilometers downstream is going to be speed, sorry, not boat, speed of boat plus river, and minus river and plus river. And this is given as it's a total of 12 hours. Now it is also given that the speed of the stream, that is R, is 2/3 the speed of the boat. So R ki jagah, let's write 2/3 S. So if we rearrange this, we will get 60 by 1/3 of S plus 60 by 5/3 of S is equal to 12. We can take 3 above. We will have 180 by S plus 180 by 5S, and that gives us 20. We can take care of 20 and 180, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. So 20 and 180 they go away, we will have 9. So 9 plus 9 by 5, so this will give us 9 times 6 by 5, and we will have S, and this is going to give us 1 here. Now, question is, what will be the time taken for the boat to cover 120 kilometers upstream? So आपसे पूछा जा रहा है 120 divided by speed of boat minus speed of stream. How much will this result in? So this becomes 120 divided by s by 3. Now, if you look at this, this becomes 120 into 3 by s. Now, can I say 1 by s जो multiplied है? Instead of that, we can write this number 9 into 6 upon 5, right? या फिर s can be written as 5 and then 9 into 6. This looks a lot. Is it in minutes? I doubt that though. So this is going to be 24. Oh, where did we get that 20 from? It's 12, isn't it? This is 12. This isn't 20. Automatically 12 कहाँ से आ गया? So this will become 12. So this will go actually 15 times. So we can take out 15 common and write this as 6 into 5. So this 5 goes away. So this becomes 3 and this is 1. So we will have S is nothing but 18. So S is nothing but 18. So this gives us 3, 6 and this will become 20. So we'll get 20. So 20 hours is required. Okay, एक बार गलती हो गई है तो let's verify if we have made any mistake here further. 60 by s by 3 and 5s by 3, 60 common, 180, 3, 180, 12, 1 plus 1 by 5 is 6 by 5, 5 into 3, 15, and that. ठीक है, 20 hours is what we are going to get. Okay. Next one. In a 100-meter race, Suresh reaches the finishing line 5 seconds before Ramesh and beats him by 15 meters. रमेश की बात करते हैं. रमेश भाई साहब यहां पर है. He is 15 meters behind and he reaches the finishing line 5 seconds before Ramesh. So we can say that Ramesh took 5 seconds to reach the finishing line from this point. इसके पहले का it's not our concern. Remaining 85 meters that they have covered, Ramesh has covered so far, and 100 meters that Suresh has covered, वो हमारा tension नहीं है. So if you look at this particular scenario, we can say that Ramesh had to cover those 15 meters and in 5 seconds. So the speed of Ramesh is going to be distance upon the time. So this is 5 seconds in 15 meters. So 3 meters per second होना चाहिए answer, right? Because that is the distance that Ramesh had to cover and that is the time that Ramesh had to take. वो डिस्टेंस भी रमेश का है, वो टाइम भी रमेश का है. सो जो आएगा वो स्पीड होगा रमेश का. ओके, नेक्स्ट. Find the average speed if the first 1/3 of the distance is covered with a speed of 18 kilometers per hour. The second 1/3 distance is covered in 24 kilometers per hour and the remaining distance is covered in 36 kilometers per hour. So this is a question about average speed where time is missing and distance is constant. Constant matlab there are 3 parts, right, to this distance cover. This is also d distance, this is also d, this is also d. The first distance is covered at 18, the second distance is covered at 24 and the third one at the rate of 36. डिस्टेंस अगर सेम है आपके पास और अगर टाइम कांस्टेंट, सॉरी, इफ टाइम इज मिसिंग एंड डिस्टेंस इज कांस्टेंट, then average speed is given as harmonic mean of speeds. ठीक है, so we have to calculate harmonic mean of 18, 24 and 36. Well, I will prefer the harmonic mean of 18 and 36, which is going to be 2 times, sorry, which is going to be 18 into 36. देखो 3 नंबर्स का हार्मोनिक मीन ना मैं ऐसे कैलकुलेट करूंगा, which is going to give us 18 into 36 divided by 18 into 3, which results in 12. Then I will calculate AB upon A plus B formula, जो अभी अभी करा, of 12 and 24. So this gives me 12 into 24 divided by 12 plus 24, which will result in 12 into 24 divided by 12 into 3, which gives me 8. अब ये जो 8 आया है, how many numbers do we have? We have 3 numbers. So we will multiply this with 8 and that will give us the harmonic mean of the given numbers. Okay. So if you want to calculate harmonic mean of, let's say, 2 numbers, तो आप क्या करोगे? AB by A plus B कर लोगे और फिर 2 numbers थे तो 2 से multiply. Suppose if you want to calculate harmonic mean of 3 numbers, so what you will do is you will do AB by A plus B. Suppose this is X. Then you will do X into C by X plus C. Suppose this is Y. And then you will do finally 3 times Y. So repeated or successive same calculations. Last में you are going to multiply it with the number of values that you have. ठीक है? Since we have 3 values here, तो आप 3 से multiply कर लोगे. 4 होंगे तो 4 से multiply करोगे. This is a much faster way rather than, you know, formula लगाना कि 4 divided by 1 upon 18 plus 1 upon 24 plus 1 upon 36, because then you will have to take the LCM and the denominator is going to be sum of product of a lot of numbers, which is difficult. Okay, next one, and before the next one, the distance between Karan's house and office is 6 kilometers. There is no chat. Okay, the distance between Karan's office and house is 6 kilometers. While starting from home, if he increases the speed by 2 kilometers per hour, he reaches his office 6 minutes early. And on decreasing the speed by 1 kilometer per hour, Karan reaches his office 4 minutes late. Find his usual speed. So as per the question, this 6 kilometers, if he increases his speed by 2, he reaches his office 6 minutes early. And same 6 kilometers के लिए, if he decreases speed by 1, he reaches his office 4 minutes late. So it's t plus 4. So we need to find out his usual speed. Well, since we have options, it will make things easier. Otherwise, ये बहुत lengthy हो जाता, right? Because herein you will be getting S and T का product also, or you will have to deal with denominators containing variables, right? So option से शुरू करते हैं. So we need to have a number, let's say S, such that when you add 2 or subtract 1, it should give us a simple fraction. Suppose if I take S as 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, and 8 minus 1 is 7. 6 by 7, sorry, 8 minus 1 is 7, so 6 by 7 won't be an easy number. So 8 से शुरू नहीं करते हैं. What we can do is we can start with this one, because 10 plus 2 is 12 and 10 minus 1 is 9. They both will be good. So if I put S as 10 here, so I will get 6 by 12, which is half an hour. 30 minutes is equal to t minus 6. This gives us t is equal to 36. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. I should get t is equal to 36 from the second one also. Let's try. 10 minus 1 is going to give us 9. So 6 by 9 is 2/3. 2/3 is 40 minutes. 40 is equal to t plus 4, and this will also give us t is equal to 36. Bravo. Bravo as in not B option. Bravo means good. एक बार में हमें ऑप्शन मिल गया, बट बिफोर कैलकुलेटिंग वी फाउंड आउट a value of s from the options which made sense, which was easier. The very first trick or very first selection did the trick. See, so people who are targeting CAT and other MBA entrance exams, you can ace it using our app, which is BYJU'S exam prep app. You can download our app from the link given in the description as well as in the chat, and you can enter your mobile number on the homepage of the chat or homepage of the app. And if you click on the free trial, you will be available. You will be allowed to access for 3 days the complete trial or the complete usage of the app. You can also enroll in our CAT and non-CAT 2023 test series. This is curated by AMA alumni. It includes more than 80 mocks, 10,000 practice questions, topic tests, video solutions for all CAT questions, detailed mock analysis, and 3 all India open mocks along with the video solutions. People who are going to target ZAT in the month of January, you can join our crash course. It's going to contain 15 power pack live sessions, and it will consist of highly probable questions. Section wise score boosters will also be there. It's going to start from 19th of December at 7 p.m. Do not forget to join us. Make sure that you register for this on the app, as well as it will be there on YouTube as well. You can click on the link which says talk to our counselor on the homepage, and you can get your queries resolved. You can also make use of our score calculator and percentile predictor along with college predictor. So if you're not sure about which college to join and what all colleges you are eligible for as per your score and percentile, you can go to our website, which is byju's.com/free-cat-prep/cat college predictor. If you click on it, you will have to put in some details. Using those details, we will let you know as to which colleges are best for you. This link is also pinned in the comment. Also, do not forget us to join us for first impression and detailed analysis of SNAP 2023. It will be held on 17th and 22nd December. The 10 December slot has already been done. You can check it from the channel video list. These are our 2022 toppers, and we are going to have many 2023 CAT toppers. The list is being audited. You can check out our social media handles and pages. That's all for today. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you guys again very soon with another session on Quant. Thank you. Take care.